Tonight's headline, Senate to block waiving of poll system safeguards. PNP chief reshuffles officers. AFP denies NPA body use as trophy. Coronavirus disease in the country at 431,630. AstraZeneca deal off if no FDA approval. Community trial of VCO completed. World shares rest after awesome month. And DTI wants minors allowed in malls. Good evening. Today is Monday, November 30, 2020. I'm Miguel Paltagonon and this is Tribune News on Q. Here are the stories for this evening. Senators on Monday vowed to block attempts that would allow the Commission on Elections to waive requirements of the machine testing and proven capacity for automated election systems that will be used in Philippine automated polls. The senators, led by Senate President Vicente Soto III, was responding to the concern raised by election lawyer Emil Marañon that a lawmaker is attempting to get rid of the safeguards provided under Section 12 of Automated Election Law by inserting such provision in the proposed General Appropriations Act for 2021. Senate Finance Committee Chairman Sonny Angara echoed Soto, saying, "We are checking on that, but the Senate President's directive is clear on that matter to not allow any such attempt." Senator Panfilo Lacson, for his part, argued that GAA can only contain provisions that are consistent with appropriations, and being a general law, it cannot amend a special law such as the Automated Election Law. Senate Minority Leader Franklin Drilon agreed with Lacson, saying such provision tinkering with the COMELEC's mandate could be unconstitutional since it had nothing to do with the budget. Philippine National Police Chief Police General Debold Sinas on Monday announced the latest reorganization within the police force. The PNP chief said that 23 police officials have been designated to new positions which will all be effective beginning December 1. Sinas said the latest movement was recommended by the Senior Officers Placement and Promotions Board because of a vacancies after some senior officials applied for non-duty status ahead of their retirement date. He added that the selection process for placement and promotion is based on seniority, merit, ability to lead, and familiarity with operations of their units. This is the first reshuffle of PNP officials under the leadership of Sinas. The Armed Forces of the Philippines on Monday denied that the body of Jevelyn Campos Culamat, daughter of Bayan Muna Party List Representative Eufemia Campos Culamat, who was killed in a Surigao del Sur encounter, was used as a war trophy. AFP spokesperson Major General Edgar Arevalo said that the photo of the remains was taken for reporting and documentation purposes, which is required after a firefight. He added that it was not meant to scoff at the dead or demean the remains whose identity is not known to soldiers, and explained that soldiers had to carry the dead body for half a day of hike from the side encounter where she was left behind by her NPA comrades, the lowland. Arevalo's remarks came after a photo of Culamat's body with soldiers posing nearby as well as weapons and assorted rebel paraphernalia ended up in some media outlets. The AFP spokesperson said the matter is already being investigated. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Fiber is the free and secure way to connect with friends and family, anywhere. Send messages and make phone and video calls for free. Download Viber now.
Magsha-shopping na lang ako! Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Hello, can I get the following? One pink chair, bed sheets na pink yung sofa, tapos slides, size 8, pajamas na blue. Oh, don't forget my...
Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Wait lang, okay ba yan?
Anything at the SM store, ma'am.
Call to deliver. Call.
Kuya, pwede rin ba ako magpa-deliver sa ate ko sa Taguig, tapos sa friend ko sa Davao, tsaka sa... cancel ko sa Lipa. Okay ba yan?
Kahit saan po, pwede kami
Call
mag-deliver.
to deliver. Call. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver. Call. Hashtag 143SM. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Call na rin kayo.
Call to deliver.
This is a very important story. The important story.
Pictures and stories.
Today, we feel the weight of history on our shoulders. The way we have been moving leads nowhere. We need to change course.
Since the United Nations was founded, the human race has never had to face a set of challenges like we do right now. But together, we can overcome them.
The Department of Health reported 1,773 confirmed coronavirus cases on Monday to bring the total number of infected in the country to 431,630, even as 11 laboratories failed to submit reports on time. Rizal recorded the highest numbers of newly reported cases at 104, followed by Cavite with 99, Negros Occidental with 88, Davao City with 79, and Laguna with 72. The number of recoveries, on the other hand, rose to 398,658 after 44 more patients recovered from the respiratory disease, while the death toll is now at 8,392 with 19 new fatalities recorded. The remaining 24,580 are active cases undergoing treatment or quarantine, 83.5% of which are mild, 7.5% are asymptomatic, 3% are severe, and 5.7% are in critical condition. Experts from the Octa Research Group earlier said the Philippines may have 500,000 infections by the end of the year. Health Secretary Francisco Duque III said Monday that the COVID-19 vaccine deal among the government, the private sector, and AstraZeneca may be voided if the British drug maker's vaccine fails to get regulatory approval in the Philippines. Duque emphasized that the tripartite agreement requires the candidate vaccine to undergo evaluation by vaccine experts and the Food and Drug Administration. The Department of Health earlier said the vaccine will not be given to Filipinos without regulatory approval. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergere said the supply deal secured by the private sector was an advanced commitment to ensure the Philippines will get 2.6 million shots of the vaccine. AstraZeneca's vaccine, which is reportedly 70% effective against COVID-19 at its first half dose and 90% after the second full dose. It's up for evaluation by the Philippine Vaccine Experts Panel and the Ethics Review. The Department of Science and Technology on Monday said that one of the trials of virgin coconut oil as a treatment for COVID-19 has been completed. Philippine Council for Health Research Development Executive Director Dr. Jaime Montoya said the results of its community trial for VCO are currently being reviewed. The clinical trials of Lacundi as another possible COVID-19 treatment, meanwhile, have proceeded to Phase 2, according to Montoya. He added that the trials will take 2 to 3 months. He added that Phase 2 involves actual testing of its effectiveness with infected patients. Aside from the herbal medicines, Montoya said that the clinical trials of melatonin as supplementary treatment for COVID-19 have already been approved by the Food and Drug Administration. We'll pause for a short break. Stay with us. Melatonin.
Bilang bagong mag-asawa, sabay kami natututo sa buhay.
Sabay rin namin inaaral ng mga bayarin sa bahay.
Kahit kami, nagtaka sa biglang laki ng electricity bill namin. Huwag pong mangambang maputulan. Sinisigurado ng Meralco na walang disconnection hanggang September.
Estimated bills lang ang natanggap natin ng March, April at para sa ilan, May. Dahil sa lockdown, isang tabi to para hindi na maguluhan.
Ang May o June ay actual meter reading na. Kung May nagka-actual reading, ibabawas dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran hanggang 3 buwang konsumo.
Kung estimated reading sa May at June nagka-actual reading, ibabawas din dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran. Hanggang 4 na buwang konsumo, walang labis. Tandaan, kung ano lang na konsumo,
Yun lang ang babayaran.
ako po si Mateo G.
At ako naman po si Sarah G.
G?
G!
Araneta City, home to the country's first indoor shopping mall, the world's original Thrilla, and the first ever Bini Bini pageant. Now a place for your first win, your first catch, your first home, your first big break, your first date, and even your first love. Araneta City, the city of firsts.
In business, world shares paused to assess a record-busting month on Monday as the prospect of a vaccine-driven economic recovery next year and yet more free money from central banks eclipsed immediate concerns about the coronavirus pandemic. Helping sentiments was a survey showing factory activity in China handily beat forecasts in November, and the country's central bank surprised with a helping of cheap loans that left blue chips up 1.3% on the day and 7.4% for the month. The rush to risk has also benefited oil and industrial commodities while undermining the safe haven dollar and gold. Many European trades are boasting their best month ever, with France up to 21% and Italy almost 26%. The MSCI measure of world stocks is up 13% for November so far, while the S&P 500 has climbed 11% to all-time peaks. Early Monday, MSCI's broadcast index of Asia-Pacific shares outside Japan slipped 0.4% to be up almost 11% for the month, in its best performance since late 2011. And the Department of Trade and Industry on Monday urged the Interagency Task Force to allow minors aged 7 years old and above to enter malls as the government seeks to revive the economy battered by the COVID-19 pandemic. DTI Secretary Ramon Lopez made the suggestion to the IATF amid the Christmas season and added that it is only limited to dining and buying of essentials. Arcades will still be closed to prevent the further spread of the virus. Moreover, Lopez said local government units may impose a higher or lower age limit depending on the COVID-19 situation in their respective jurisdictions. In October, the IATF announced that persons aged 15 to 65 years old can now go out of their homes. That wraps up the stories tonight. Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune Digital Edition on Press Reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store or Google Play to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. The Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Katribu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Torcito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just visit the sticker store and Viber and search for Katribu. Before we go, I would like to thank the SM Store for my jacket this evening. Again, this is Miguel Palatagonon, and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
Ang Philippine Offshore Gaming Operators o POGO ay isang legitimate business entity na nagbibigay serbisyo sa offshore gaming para lamang sa mga manlalarong nasa abroad sa pamamagitan ng internet. Ang mga serbisyong handog nito ay katulad ng casino games at sports betting na pwedeng laruin kahit wala sa casino. Sa Pilipinas, walang POGO operators. Tanging POGO service providers lamang dahil nagaganap ang mga laro sa labas ng bansa.
Pumunta sa bangko.
Oo nga naman, sir. Ba't kailangan pang pumunta sa bangko?
Why not get a UB app so you can do all these without going to the bank? Bank the way you live. Union Bank.
Click, click, that's it. Never thought self-service can be this slick. Modify plans in a snap, walang hirap. It's a wrap, just tap the app. Now you can check, view, subscribe, renew. Help and support for you. Out with the Ring Ring apps are the in thing. You know what to do. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Self-service and easy to use. Mas okay tayo dyan. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Instant response, no hold time pa, wala nang hintayan. Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.
Download the Globe One and Globe at Home apps from Google Play Store and Apple App Store now.
Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.